quick victory here. So I guess what are the emotions and physically how you feeling after two back-to-back kind of short notice fights at heavyweight, but two very quick finishes for you?
I feel good. I just want to stay more busy, more active. I'm not getting any younger. So I do want to have a kid by next year, by God's grace, and I just want to stay busy.
Obviously, the finish came with that. I think it was one of the hooks that you threw. When he was
Yes.
throwing, he was kind of leaving his
Yes.
face wide over there. And we've talked to you in the past, and these are things that you've picked up on
Yes.
in camp. So is that something you knew you could take advantage of?
For sure. It's just watching people's tendencies and, studying tape more. I usually study tape, but now I've added more hours to it, studying tape, seeing their tendencies, their patterns, and their flaws, and try to capitalize on it.
When we spoke to you in Abu Dhabi, you said, it's going to take some time to kind of put on
For
size
sure.
and mass because at the time I think you still felt like just a light heavyweight that
Yeah.
wasn't cutting weight. So could you feel any difference? I know it was still October to December, but did you feel any different in there?
Yeah, I did feel different. I've been up in my strength and conditioning and more dialing in on strength. Conditioning have never been actually a thing for me. I always had cardio, so I just had to work on my strength training, just gaining more muscle mass.
Joe Rogan was saying, two knockouts at heavyweight, and you string a couple knockouts together, all of a sudden you're in the top 10 and
For sure.
fighting these, the UFC loves a heavyweight headliner. So I guess
100%.
you want to stay active. So I guess, do you want a full camp, or are you still going to look at the heavyweight matchup, see if anyone
Yeah, I
falls
mean,
out?
short notice, anything. I'm ready. I always stay ready. I'm running marathons, doing different camps, and I like to stay ready. I just don't like to be idle. That's always been me. Even as a kid, I was always not on my seat, getting in trouble in school because I'm never on my seat. So I've always been busy. And I get that transition to heavyweight. So I guess to stay busy, stay active, and I get more fights next year. Thank you.
Kennedy right here. Those were some savage hammer fists. Do you think those were what actually ended the fight?
The hook was enough, and I saw him drop, and I was like, that feels so bad. But I mean, it's business, and I had to go, because he could have regained consciousness, and I just got to put an end to it.
So you're actually the 13th DWCS vet to win 8 or more fights in the UFC. How does it feel to be one of the pioneers of Dana White Contender Series?
It's good. I guess it's good, but, we want that champ status, Just keep learning, slow progression, not fast success.
Kennedy, how does Coach Saif Saud keep you grounded and focused in terms of life?
I mean, I started with him, so I've always been grounded by him, He's always been a huge mentor of mine, and I started there, so we work hard. The discipline has always been there. The ethic has always been there. I just needed striking. And that's where I met Coach Stephen Wright, and I've been dialing in on my striking, and also Coach Rafael from Rio BJJ. Also been working on my jiu-jitsu more. So Coach Safe has always been there. He's always going to mend and merge everything together, and we're going to get there very soon.
Last question for me. I saw you got a boba tea protein supplement sent to you. How was it? Could you tell us more about it?
Oh yeah, it was good, but for some reason I just don't like supplements like that, so I just had to stop taking it. Yeah. Thank you. Any
Hey,
more
Kennedy,
questions? Yes.
right back here. Is the plan now to stay at heavyweight?
Yes, for sure.
What do you like better about fighting at heavyweight than light heavyweight?
Well, I don't get to torture my body, I don't get to damage my organs, and I stay healthy. Thank you so much.
Kennedy right here again.
Yes.
Have you noticed any physical differences in your health since moving up to heavyweight?
Oh, for sure. It's given me more time to heal, During fight week, cutting to light heavyweight, I vomit all the time, every single time, even when I do have a nutritionist. So the doctor said it's going to compromise my health on the long run. I better make that jump to heavyweight, so I did that. That's where it was all based on. So I feel good now. My body gets to heal now. I get to really showcase how good I am, and get to learn along the way. Thank you.
Kennedy, you brought up the extreme weight cutting. How much were you dropping in weight, and do you think there's going to be a lot of long-term issues with fighters after their careers from cutting weight?
I think so. Well, for me, it was definitely a major issue. So I used to cut from 242, and I was quite lean at 242. When I get there, it was bad. Once I get to that 225 range, everything just I get tired quick. I get hurt a lot, and it wasn't a good decision.
Do you get this sense from other fighters from the weight cutting?
Yeah, I don't know how much weight they're cutting, but I know some fighters that do cut a lot of weight, and I could see the changes over time on how they look in the beginning of their career to how they look after 3-4 fights. So it's definitely an issue. I can't speak for them. I could just speak for myself.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.